crazy. He looks
no,
great.
he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
No,
he looks like
he's all buff.
maybe today.
Oh, yeah.
Good for him. He did that shit back in the 80s.
Yeah.
When he was dehydrated.
He was skinny, at least.
He was dehydrated, and he came 18 times a night.
He's dehydrated from ejaculating too much.
Yeah. At the end of the last girl of Phil Collins' life, or Phil Collin.
Yeah.
Singular.
Not Collins.
Singular. The last girl of his night, dude, like dust came out. Yeah, for sure. I mean, remember the Behind the Music of Def Leppard?
When your balls are that drained, do they shrivel up and collapse inside of you, or do they just collapse and it's just skin? like when you suck a Capri Sun all the way, and is it just like these two nuts tightly hung in a?
It's not like the.
And it's like
the sack is so surrounded by each individual nut. You can see them both.
Exactly.
Oh, gross. Yeah, every night that's what Phil Collins went through. And Rick Savage, and definitely Joe Elliott, and until Rick Allen lost his arm. I don't know. I would think that there would be a lot of girls.
How about that, though? The worst time in the world to be the drummer is when this new, because Def Leppard kind of, they were at the height of arena rock bands.
Jesus, I think they were beyond arena.
And
I think they were Coliseum rock.
They're going down underneath the stage to a pit that they purposely built to house women so they could go down,
get fucked,
fuck around,
smoke, snort,
get their dicks
take
sucked,
a shot,
high five each other. It's like a Greek thing. It's not
right.
There's not like closets where you go bang a girl. No, you're fucking right in front of each other.
Right.
And that was on
a gigantic orgy.
Yeah, come on, ladies.
Underneath, and you trusted pinball to watch the fucking front door.
And then you've got Joe Elliott and the drummer up on top, keeping the crowd going,
right,
while the band is downstairs getting a blowjob and having a drink.
Right.
I mean, just the luck of that guy. Gets his arm ripped off.
But I imagine that for a second. And you and I have talked about porn quite a bit. I'm always amazed when I watch a porn and there's this hot chick and she's doing all this hot stuff.
Yeah.
And then she uncovers the man and he's flaccid. I'm like, dude. All right, first of all, that's a turnoff for me on porn style. No, dude, your dick needs to be, you need to be fucking ready to fuck this put. If I just sat through all that,
I don't want to watch your
I'm not
dick
trying
grow.
to watch you slow suck this dick to perfection.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Get that dick to perfection.
I will fucking backspace your limp dick, even though she's hot as fuck.
You don't fast forward?
No.
You don't just scrub it to the...
Well, no, I mean, maybe sometimes, but what I'm saying is, at the beginning, if the chick is hot enough...
Because if she's that high, you got to scrub and just see where this is
where
going.
it goes? No. All right, I will. All right, so we got doggy style. We got,
oh, shit, how'd they transition from that?
Wait, why is she upside down? All right.
Don't you ever want to...
take it back to the beginning?
Yeah, you want to... Well, not to the beginning, but you're like, all right, let's
This
get past the
blowjob
blowjob.
is
Let's get to the
gone long
fucking.
enough.
And then you well, wait a minute. How did they transition from that position to this one?
Right.
And then you scrub back and you find out they didn't. They just.
It's a fade.
They just cut it.
It's a fade.
It wasn't even a fade. It was just like.
Oh.
And it's like. It's like, ah.
Where's the production?
I couldn't even
value?
see her do the turnaround and the bend over,
or the
get
way
on the
that
bed.
she looks.
Nothing.
Yeah,
No, it's just banging.
See, that's just horrible production. And I always follow the same porn companies that know how to transition, make that transition.
You're brand loyal.
To some extent, I would say.
Are you?
I would say.
Are you as high tiered as Brazers or?
Brazers, is that it? I've always called them brasiers. Because it seemed fitting, like a brasiers. Mm-hmm. They just threw in an extra Z.
Brazers, Brazers.
Brazzers, brasiers.
Brazzers.
Brasiers.
Brazzers.
It'll always be bras ears, but
That's the one where they always fuck in the van as it's driving. A lot
not
of their,
always.
A lot of their
them
videos are the
this whole.
hey, you want to make $500?
right?
Get in the van, suck a dick.
You eventually get fucked.
Yeah,
While my friend videotapes it, while my other friend drives around.
yeah.
Welcome to not getting a husband.
I think we've talked about this before, but does the driver ever get his dick sucked? Because don't you think after driving around for 5 hours that day, of everybody in the car
Getting
fucked and blown?
Well, I got to imagine.
Aren't you just like blue balled?
I've got to imagine that they're on a turncycle.
Like
the
Jersey Turnpike?
Like, all right, guys, on this girl, I'm driving today.
All right.
I'm driving right now.
I see.
Once your dicks get sucked, I move to the passenger cameraman.
Well, I think if you fucked already, don't you kind of really just want to take the break?
Right, and now you get 5 breaks because you're the driver, you got the cameraman, you got the guy, you got the friend. So you got 4 fucks to go through before it's your turn again.
And do you do the same girl and just do a different video?
No.
Or you got to get a different girl every time?
I don't know. That would be gross if it was the same girl every time with all dudes.
Yeah.
In one setting.
Well, that's how it works. I mean, they're making money off of fucking, and they can't.
But if you found a demographic or a neighborhood or an area where women, hot women, will just be like, yeah, I'll make $500, suck a dick.
Well, these women aren't really being approached.
Okay, so you believe that they have already been pre-approached.
They've already signed the papers.
They're going to act like they're
and now
sitting on a park bench by themselves.
We're going to drive up on you, and you got to pretend.
All right.
that you want to make some money.
We're gonna offer you money, and you have to accept it legally, so you can sign here, and then we can get on with what the fuck we already.
And then the money they hand her isn't hers. She's getting a check because they're a legitimate company, and it's taxable. And
God.
they're not even handing her cash. She has to give that back to them.
Oh my God!
I would bet that is all true.
No fucking way, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, if a girl in these pornos don't get that money,
I don't think so.
I saw this other porn the
they
other
got
day.
to pass tests, drug tests, STD tests, all that shit. You can't just pick some girl up off the street.
Well, I'm sure that there are real websites that actually do that.
Not in California.
I mean, like in the world, there's got to be somebody with an iPhone just rolling up on some girl and be like, "Hey, I'll give you $500 if I get a videotape."
I'm with Braziers. Oh, is that how you say it? Yeah.
All right.
You spell it different.
Right.
Why don't you try that?
Oh yeah, I'll get right on that. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to post the video. You just pretend you're videotaping her, or you do videotape it for your own personal record. She thinks she's in a porno. You just got fucked. It's a win-win.
Put that in my own file folder right there.
Sure, it's prostitution, technically,
Sure.
since you don't have a license to film this.
But if I have her sign enough shit, it should be good.
She'll think so.
Well, it's companionship now. They call it companionship.
Okay.
You only get what you're paying for is for them to hang out. Whatever happens after that is
that's an escort
adults.
service. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just an escort service. Mm-hmm. Just pull some escort service right out front here. Be like, hey.
And then, did you have sex? Did he pay you? Yes. Well, he paid me to hang out, and that's how we met. And I really took a liking to him. So once I was off the clock, we had sex.
Or once I was off the clock, is none of your fucking business.
Ooh,
pig.
In your face.
Boom.
Jizz.
Boom. Jizz. It's going to be the new intro. It's going to be the new intro. All right. What else we got?
I don't know.
Bone dry. Oh shit! I was playing guitar to a song that was in a child's video game the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it?
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, so you didn't know it? You just
I just picked up the guitar, started playing along with the child's game.
So the
just
game's
a
on, and you're playing
repeating
along with
sound.
Okay.
I like the drums, and I was fucking off. And of course, the kids got bored with said game and me interrupting it with my stylings, and they quit it. But I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to make music for like a game or movies or anything. Now, being I'm pulling you right back into the show. You got time?
Okay.
All right. Being a guitarist, songwriter, a recording artist, where is the hardest part of the song making process?
Well, it's got to be if you're doing lyrics, it's got to be the lyrics, I think. But for the music part, I think it's just if you're working with other people, it's orchestrating all the ideas. Like, let's say you have a strong feeling of how the song goes, but you don't communicate that well. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
So like, you got 3 parts in your head, but you haven't mapped it out yet. And then somebody else is like, let's hear what you're doing. It's like, I don't know.
I can only imagine who that was.
You're like, I don't know. I don't know if it's ready. You know, no. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Right.
Yeah, you're like, okay, well, check it out. And they're like, oh, here's what I hear. And you're like, no, that's like way left field of what I was hearing. Well, let's just play it out. And then you end up playing it out, and it's like, and your just heart's not in it. And you're kind of like
going along with the motions.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'll play this bullshit.
I think that's the hardest part of when you're not feeling collaborative, or the person you're collaborating with maybe it's hitting a different nerve. It kind of goes back to that first date topic. Like,
sure.
It's just not meshing, and you kind of just want to be like, have that conversation. Really, look.
And that's the hardest thing, because now you're dating like 5 dudes instead of one girl.
Right.
Like, and I wanted to bring this up like a million times when we were in a band.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wanted to, but I never did. Just be like, no. Can you imagine? Like,
and thanks for listening to the
Bill and Joe Show. Brought to you by canfilters.com. So there were a lot of times that I would bring a song to the band. You would we always had to pry it out of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, that's kind of the difference between you and me. Like, we had to pry it out of you. I was like, all right, guys, I got this fucking corny-ass acoustic song. Let's make this happen.
Right.
Brian would have some, like, orchestra.
He would have noodled some type of...
All right, let me do this. Who was Axel? Was it me? Was it him?
I think it was you.
It was me?
Yeah.
I was the Axel of the band, the Axl Rose of the band.
Yeah, because you were the artist that...
I was the... How? When? I didn't do anything.
No, but you were the Axl in the way that you were... you had your vision of what you wanted. And it was always like, well, these guys don't get it. No, that's not it. No, this is what I want. And it was always like, well, this is what we can do. So.
Whoa, hold on. Let me defense.
Okay.
Axel.
Well, you put
band.
the label on it.
But no.
I'm not saying you were an egomaniac.
I know. Showing up late in a helicopter, being like, go fuck yourself. No, changing clothes 8 times a set. No, but what I mean is, like...
So you think he was the Axl?
I don't think that we had an Axl, but if we did...
Oh, I answered it wrong.
But if we did, it would have been you.
Oh, shit. I did not see that coming.
Boom.
Wow.
Coming up after the break.